Good morning from King Family Vineyards. We stopped by this place after staying the night in Charlottesville before we head down to from Virginia to Tennessee today, where we're going to end up in Gatlinburg. So it's a drive day, but we wanted to make sure we stopped by this spot for a couple reasons. One, we really enjoyed the wines that we had yesterday that were just a little bit south of Charlottesville near the Monticello area in the Monticello AVA. And this is actually still part of that same Monticello AVA, but we are northwest of Charlottesville and on the edge of that AVA. And also, this is such a unique property because it's over 500 acres, and it was originally purchased as grounds for a family who really appreciated polo. And so there's big polo fields behind me, even some ponies running around, some polo players this morning, they're getting some practice in. And then there's also a barn here over to my left shoulder where there's some horses are actually getting reshoed this morning. So it's an active, obviously, horse barn and polo match area. And they actually have seasonal polo matches here during the summertime from about Memorial Day through around October because of the seasonality and what's good for the grass and weather and whatnot. So you can actually come out here, watch a polo match on a Sunday. We'll serve you some of the family wine if you want. Just apparently drive around in golf carts and offer wine attendees of the polo match. Unique property. They have about 60 acres of grapes planted here among this huge estate. So other than the polo, they have the full working winery here. It's all Virginia fruit. It's all local within the area. Good wine that we had with our tasting. We had some whites, some reds. They did a rosé, which is one of their most popular sellers, which they actually made a rosé out of Merlot, and they actually call it a Crozet because the town we're in, I believe, is called Crozet. So it's a play on words there with the rosé, Crozet, Crozet. A couple of the white wines that were standouts. Viognier is a varietal that's doing really well in Virginia. We see a lot in Arizona and really like what it's doing in Arizona, but it's really doing well here in Virginia. Almost any Viognier we've tasted has been really good. Also do a Chardonnay here. They do a Merlot. The rosé is actually of Merlot, and then they do a couple other types of Merlots as well. They do a small batch as well as a larger one. And those three different offerings of Merlot. Then they also do a Bordeaux blend that includes Petit Verdot, Cabernet Franc, and Malbec amongst the red wine varietals that are inside that. It was good for us to be able to try this and see kind of some unique things, especially since Mary Ellen grew up with horses as well. This is a place that I found that I really wanted to bring her to because I knew it would be right up her alley. So she's already checked out the horse barn, peeped in on the guy who's clinking back there in the background, changing out the horseshoes, and they have wine. Stick with us and let's continue on the road.